Hey Alive! This pandemic has really messed with church as we know it. It's been quite a while now since we crammed into that little building at 263 Church Street to worship Jesus, to eat bagels, drink coffee, and just be together. And we all miss that. But I want to celebrate for a moment all that we've gained through this pandemic experience so far. It's been a living demonstration that there's more to church than what we do on Sunday mornings. You've all risen to the occasion and shown that you are the church. Out of love for each other and for your community, you've been learning to guide your own households through worship at home, and you've stretched yourselves and grown through the experience. Moms and dads, you've become the worship leaders, pastors, and teachers for your kids. Couples and families have grown into these wonderful rhythms of praying and talking about life together every Sunday morning. And roommates have had incredible conversations about their spiritual lives as they led themselves through the guided worship. God has grown our worship and prayer lives in some amazing ways, and we want to build on that, celebrate it, and keep it going. So even when we start resuming gatherings of 100 or so, we still want to maintain the powerful momentum of small gatherings, so that when we get back to normal again someday, it will be a new normal that incorporates all that we've learned. Let's just say we want to take those pandemic lemons and make us some discipleship lemonade. How? Well, research shows that Christians actually grow the most when they participate regularly in small group gatherings. Look at the stats from researchers and authors Stetzer and Geiger. Of those who meet together regularly in some kind of small group setting, 28% are more likely to read the Bible daily. 69% say they feel closer to God. 74% say they understand the Bible better. 66% say they trust God more, and 48% say they become more loving in their relationships. So as we start transitioning back safely into fellowship, we want to start by forming home worship groups. The idea is very simple. We all start expanding our circles of worship to include one or more other households in our home worship spaces. You know what's best for your family, so we want you to do it on your own terms, inviting people you feel comfortable with and that God might be laying on your heart. Consider how many people your home worship space can hold with social distancing as you decide how many to invite. For safety, we recommend wearing masks and seating each household 6 feet apart. So who should you invite? You can invite some people you already know from Alive, maybe some members of your small group or someone you've just started to get to know. Or if you don't know anyone yet, we'll be glad to help you. Just email Justin at justin@aliveandjennison.org if you want to host a group, or if you're looking for a group to join, he will help you connect with some people. Or maybe you want to practice being missional and invite someone into your home who doesn't attend Alive, maybe a neighbor or coworker or someone you'd like to build a relationship with. When your home worship group gets together on Sunday mornings, just walk through our guided worship page together. You can watch the sermon videos, worship along with us, and we'll make sure there are some engaging questions for you to spend time discussing together. And of course, if you are in compromised health or just don't feel comfortable expanding your worship circle just yet, that's okay too. You can keep on doing what you're doing until you feel safe being back in fellowship together again. If you have more questions about how to start a home worship group, just let us know and we'll help you get started.
I feel like my entire life I have always been fascinated with having home worship, just like the book of Acts, that intimate discipleship that you can have in that sort of small group. And so I was really excited to kind of test the waters out and see how it went. What I did was I just invited some friends over who aren't able to meet for corporate worship with their body. And then I also invited my neighbors over to join us. And it was just really cool. So we did the guided worship, and it was really, really good to sing with other people again. And I guess the thing that stuck out to me the most was how Susan left conversation space in the midst of the sermon. People participated in that a lot more than I thought they would. I felt like I got more out of that sermon because of the discussion time than I have in a while, especially doing it on my own. It was just really nice to worship God with fellow believers again to have the opportunity to have it be an outreach, to invite my neighbors over, it was just really powerful. It was way less awkward than I thought it was going to be. I think my family is planning on continuing this until we can start meeting for corporate worship on a weekly basis. And I just want to encourage you guys to try it out. Invite your friends over, invite your family, invite your neighbors. If you are working and you have a coworker, invite them over. It's a really cool outreach opportunity as well as a discipleship opportunity. I miss you all. I can't wait until we are able to meet again on a weekly basis for corporate worship. I just want to encourage you that God is with us. He is in our midst, and even when we might struggle to feel His presence, He is here. Love you. Praying for you. Bye.